Hello, 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 hello. With that, I say welcome to today's tutorial. It's been a long while. Trust me, I've been wishing to be here, but a lot of things kept me back. I hope you are holding on there because to survive in Nigeria now, it has to be just God. I really hope you are holding on and you are finding what to read because I know how difficult it has become. Okay, to my subscribers, thank you for being here. To passers-by, you are welcome to subscribe. Thank you for believing in me and for waiting for me. Thank you for your love. Thank you for those reaching out to me. Thank you for friends I've made here. Thank you for families I've built here. Thank you so much. I thank God for each and every life represented here. So first, I want to apologize for the poor quality of my video. In fact, it's one of the reasons I've been delaying to do a tutorial because I wanted to get a better phone, preferably an iPhone that has a very sharp picture and video quality, but I've not been able to do that because the resources are not available. So instead of continuing to wait, I have to kick up something. So until I'm able to get a better phone, please bear with me and the quality of videos I'll be uploading. Please, I crave your indulgence and I really hope you will understand with me. For those that will come to diss me, please, I beg you, reserve it. I know others have upgraded. I will still upgrade. Please, just reserve your strength. Okay, for today's tutorial, like I said, we'll be starting with something a little bit easier before we blend with what is obtainable now. I'll be making this star that will appear on the screen now, okay? And I'm going to be leaving it there throughout the whole tutorial so that whenever you are confused, you will look at it to understand what we are doing. And I hope everybody will be carried along. I have a very colorful fabric that we'll be using for the tutorial. It's 4 yards, and for the measurement we're going to be dividing the half length into 2, the full length into 2. That is half length from shoulder to waistline into 2. Okay, if you look at the picture you will understand why. So like say from here to 8 inches, okay, that will be 1, and then from here also to your half length or your waistline, okay, that will be the number 1. Then number 2, from half length to say a little bit below the knee line, and then from the knee line to floor length, depending on the length you want. Okay, I hope you understand why we divided it into 2. Okay, so whatever I have to do here, I will explain to you because as you can see, the fabric is very colorful and there is no chalk that will come out here. Okay, so I will have to explain every of my process. Like we'll be cutting the upper part. First of all, I've already folded my fabric into 4 as usual with a zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. Okay, so next will be to measure from chest line to half length. Okay, from chest line to half length. Remember I said I removed from shoulder to chest line 8 inches. So the half length I'm working with is 19 inches. If you remove 8 from the 19 inches, you will have 11 inches. So we'll now measure 11 inches here with sewing allowance. I hope you get it. That will be for the upper part. So I'm going to measure 11 inches. I'll add about 2 inches sewing allowance. Okay, the reason I'm adding 2 is so that in case there's any mistake, I will adjust from the sewing allowance. I made mistake with length. Okay, so I'm adding 2 inches. So this is 13. 13. So from here to here is 13 inches. That is from chest line to half length. I hope you understand this part. So now, having cut it out, I'm going to measure the normal shoulder, which is 17. That is here. I'm not putting any what do you call it, armhole. Okay, all right. So next thing I will do now will be to, if you look at that picture, you will see that it is not straight. It's a little bit curvy towards the armhole. Okay, and since at the front I removed 8 inches. Okay, at the front I removed 8 inches. What it means is that for our normal armhole, which is 9, I still have 1 inch left here, but I'll make it 2. So I'll go down by 2 inches here. Okay, so this is the shoulder. From here to here is the shoulder, and then 2 inches down. I'll leave it like this for now. I'll place the bust measurement, the waist measurement. Bust 46 into 4 is 11.5. I'll use this rest as allowance. Waist 40 into 4 is 10. I'll use 3 inches 1 for that. Okay, I'll cut this. Okay, so the way it is now, I will now curve a little. If you look at that picture, you will see there's a slight curve. So I'll curve it slightly this way. From the 2 inches I came down here by, that is where we're supposed to place our armhole. I came down by 2 inches. Okay, so I will now cut it like so, this way. Okay, now looking at it, you will see it is not straight. I don't know how best to cut the hair, so you will see it. You see it is not straight. Okay, so this is for the front and this is for the back. All right, next will be to cut the upper part, that is from shoulder to chest line. So for clarity, I already cut them out. This is, remember it was 8 inches, but I have here 9 inches. That's what I have here. Okay, and the length is 43 inches this way, 43 inches. Okay, so I'll be using these two like this. I'll be using these two for the front, and then one for the back, the other one for the back. Of course, you know the back, there are 2 pieces. Okay, one for each piece. And then for the front, I'm going to be joining them at one end like this. I will join them. Okay, so this becomes the piece for the front, and then this for the back, this also for the back. Next thing will be to now put the neck line. Okay, now since I've not joined here, I just want to finish this process before I go to the machine. Like I said, I'll go to the machine and join this 2 pieces so that it becomes one for the front. Okay, now the way I placed it, you can see this is the back, the zipper allowance is there. For the neck, I'm going to remove 1/2 inch for the joining. I hope you get it, since I have not done the joining. Okay, so for the neck, I'm going to do 3 inches. Okay, let me do 3.5 inches and 4 inches. That's for the front. Then for the back, I'll do 1.5 inches. I hope you get it. I did 3.5 inches neck width, and then 4 inches neck volume. you get that part for the front. Then for the back, 3.5 inches neck width, and then 1.5 inches neck volume. I hope you get that. So I will now cut. I hope you understood what I did, so that when I join here, the neck will now be like so. All right, so this is for the neck. Like I said, the length is 43. So for the front, 43 into 2 is 86. Okay, then for the back, each of these pieces is 43 inches in length. So I'm going to fold this and keep it aside. Then we quickly do the lower part. For the lower part, like I said, I already divided it into 2. Okay, my full length is, Mama, I'm coming. My full length, the full length I'm working with is 44. Okay, but a little bit below the knee is 27. Then the floor length is 17. Okay, so I'm going to measure 27 inches and 17 inches as well. So when I do that, I will tell you how wide it is. Okay, so here we have 28 inches. I added 1 inch for sewing allowance. That's from waist to a little bit below the knee line. Okay, and then the second one, 17 inches. I measured 18 inches, 1 inch also for sewing allowance. Then as for the width, I'll have to do that now. Okay, the width is 2 yards and 13 inches. That is the one from waist to a little bit below the knee line. That's the longer one, 2 yards and 13 inches. Definitely this is going to be longer than the other one for the beauty to show very well. Let's see. 1, 2. This is 3 yards and 2 inches. Okay, 3 yards and 2 inches, and I'm not thinking it will give me what I want, so I might end up taking from here to join here so that it becomes wide enough, so that when you put the gathers at the lower part, you are able to see it. I hope you got it perfectly. Okay, so I'll end up taking this and putting it here. I hope you get that. We have 2 inches here. So let's say I take the measurement once more, so that for people that ask me how many inches, okay, 3 yards and 21 inches. This is perfect, so that when you do the gathers, it comes out very, very nicely. Now coming back to this neckline area, okay, I'm going to be using facing for it to do the neckline. Okay, I'll cut out facing for both the back and also the front. Okay, so we are done with the cutting. I will now go to the machine, join this place. Okay, cut out the facing. How do you cut facing? Maybe I will show you with the back for people that are not able to cut their facing. I'll be cutting the two at the same time. Sorry for the noise my baby girl is making. Okay. This is how you cut your facing. The way it is now, I'm cutting for the two. This way. You will leave about 1/4 of an inch here. You don't cut exactly following the neckline. You leave about 1/4 of an inch. So you see it. Okay, you can double it this way or you make it single. It depends on what you want. Okay, but this is for the two. I don't want to double it because if I double it, it will give it unnecessary weight. Since there's gathers at that upper part, if it has plenty weight, it may not come out well. So I'm using single facing. I'm not doubling it. All right.